Hi, my name is Moreno, and I will be giving you guys a tutorial on how to start making user interfaces in Figma. So in this video, I will be giving you guys a step-by-step instructions. You can literally follow click by click. I will only tell you guys the stuff that you need to make a UI design of a traveling app. So let's get started. So yeah, today we are going to be making a UI design for a traveling app that we will be calling Spot Finder. So, so in this tutorial, I will tell you guys step by step about how to make these three frames or three slides. The first is the onboarding screen, and second is home screen, and the third is the book now screen. Uh, so let's just get started. First, we're going to start making the onboarding screen. So we can just go down here. But first, I'm just gonna lay it out so it's from top to bottom, not side by side, like so. So first, we are going to make the onboarding screen. For this first frame, of course, the first of every Figma project, you need a frame. So you guys can just click the frame tool, and on the right here, you can choose the iPhone 14 Pro Max, the size, which is 430 x 932. So as you can see, if you just click it, it will appear in the canvas and put it next to, I'll put it next to the onboarding screen. And so first, in this onboarding screen, we first are going to color the background, same as the example over here on the left. And the color of the background is this code right here, DDEBFF. So I can just copy it and print it out or paste it over here to the one that I'm making. Oh yeah, don't forget to rename this as well to on boarding screen also, so you guys don't get confused later on when the project is finished. After done doing that, first we're going to make this rectangle over here, the rectangle space where you can put the text, the slogan, and the let's get started button and more. So first, for the rectangle, we're just going to make the size is 430 x 343. So we can just put it ourselves here, put it like so. See, it is not exactly right. So it's 430 x 343. So you can just change it over here, the height to be exactly the same as the example, and change the color into white, full white, just like so, which is FFFF. And as you can see here, there's a little, in the example, there's a little like nice rounded edges, which I don't have. And to do that, you guys need to select the rectangle first and then click, you see the radius. If you click it, if you drag it to the middle, it will become more rounded or more circular. But since we only want the two top edges to be rounded, first, you guys need to double click you guys need to double click one of the edges and then select and then change the radius, increase it until 5. And if you click done, as, as you can see, is it 5? Oh, my bad, it's 10. Increase it until 10. And as you can see, uh, only in this edge is quite rounded, but on the other edges it's still the same. And do the same thing for the left side. Increase it until 10. And with that done, you see you have two rounded edges at the top, but still sharp edges at the bottom. All right, now here you see on the top part of the rectangle, there's a little like shadow effect. So it looks like it's a little popping out and it's not at the same level with the background. And to do so, you guys need to select the rectangle and click on effects here on the bottom right. Click on effect, and then click this like shine the effect setting, sorry, and then increase. If you see here, increase the blur until 35 and the color until 50%. So I'll increase the blur until 35 and the color until 50%. So there's a little bit of that drop shadow effect, just like the same as the example. And with that done, now we're gonna focus on making the text or the inside of the rectangle. So this the slogan that I will be using for this traveling app for Spot Finder, which is discover the best holiday spots with us. By us, I mean the Spot Finder company. And here we use a mostly Poppins, the font of the text in this UI design. We mostly use Poppins, and yeah, so just to do that, you can just the text, the font is Poppins, and the thickness is bold, and the size is 32.1. So I'm just gonna type it myself. Discover the best holiday spots with us, and you can drag the left or the right side to make it more not spread out, and put it like in the middle at the top, just like so. And for the subtext or the small text below it, we also use Poppins, but the thickness is medium and the size is 16.05. So just type it in myself. We Spot Finder are ready to find the perfect spot for your holiday. And just like so, and put it below the slogan and put it in the middle. To put it automatically in the middle, you can just click on the top here. So this is the left side of the frame, this is the right side. So this the horizontal alignment in the center. So you can just do that. And since it's a little bit different, by different I mean the color. The color that I chose is gray, which the exact color code is 939393. So you can just copy it, and I'll just copy it and paste it on my text. So that's done for the uh, subtext. Now we're gonna start making the button or the let's get started button. For this button, of course, we need this rectangle here for the background or the button itself. So the size is 357 and x 61. So we put it in and then change the size 357 x 61, as you can see. And then you see if you see over here, all of the four edges are rounded, so you don't need to double click and select one of the edges, or you can to make it more quicker or more efficient, you can just select the rectangle and go on the top right over here below height, which is this corner radius, and increase it until 5. Yep. Change the color into blue, which is this code in particular, which is 0066FF. I'll just copy it and paste it on mine and put it below the subtext. And for the text button, which is let's get started, I use Poppins, thickness medium and size 20. So type it in myself. Let's get started. Oops, started. Put it in the center of the box or the button. And below that is the already have an account. You know how in every, like if you're logging to a website or an application, either you log in or sign up. So this is the option, this button, as if this button is the option to sign up, and this button is the the button for logging in if you already have an account. So I use the I use for this text, I used Poppins again, medium and size 15. I'll just type it in. Already have an account, log in, right? Oops, already, and put it below the button here and align it in the middle and change the color to the same color as the subtext, which is 939393, and just paste it in. But there's something different, which is the login. The login is the color of the login is bright blue or light blue, and the exact color is this color over here. You can pause and type it in yourself in your Figma, but I'm just gonna paste in mine like so. So that's done for the text, the button, and the login button. But if you just leave it at that, this is gonna be look super bland. There's nothing to show, there's nothing, it's only text, and there's no image, no illustration, no nothing. That's why we will make these for image, which I got it from Google, or I browsed it myself. I googled like this Mount Logan, Swiss Alps, and the pink beach in Indonesia and the Brazilian forest, where and then I just put it next like in a foreground like this, and then I rotate it into 8.46 degree, so until the result look like this. So to not waste any more time, to not waste many time for this video, I'm just gonna copy it and paste it on to the screen that I'm making. Don't forget to put the layer in the very bottom of the frame, because of course this rectangle and the text needs to be at the most top layers, and the image has to be at the bottom. So that's done for the onboarding screen. Next up, we're going to make the home screen. Since we're done making the onboarding screen, next up, we're going to make the home screen. So for this home screen, we will do the same thing as before, which is importing a iPhone 14 Pro Max frame and put it next, and I'll just put it next to the example. And don't forget to rename the frame into home screen. If you're done doing that, uh, first up, we're going to make this top part over here, or this top rectangle here, and the size is 430 x 187. And you guys just can put it yourself by here, and then resize it later, which is 430 x 187. 187. Change the color, uh, which is not full white. It's a little bit gray. It's a little bit gray, but not too dark, but it's a little bit similar to the color white, but it's not full white, which is F2, F2, F2. So you can just copy it and put it, and I'll just paste it on uh, my rectangle, which as you can see is a little bit different between the colors, this one and full white. And for the home screen, it's also not full white, it's also uh, F2, 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 which is, so you can just, for the home screen, select the home screen and change the color into F2, 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 like so. But why on my screen it looks like it's the same, but why on this one it looks a little bit different, a little popped out? Same like before, we're going to use the drop shadow effect. See, by clicking the effect button, it will already make a difference. But to make it more natural, we're going to change the settings, which the settings that I use, which is blur 15 and darkness 25%. So change it until blur 15, spread 5, 25%. And here also is a little bit rounded at the edges, but only at the bottom two. These two here is on rounded. So same like before, double click and select one of the edge, change it until 5. Or was it 10? It was 10, sorry, my bad. Change it until 10. Same on the other edge, select, change radius until 10. So it will not look like it's combined, but it's a little bit popped out and you can see the difference. So, and for the next step, we are going to make the user icon and the user text and the search bar. First up, we're going to make the icon. And for the icon, I made an eclipse. I imported an eclipse which the size was 45x45. So just you can go to the shape tool and select ellipse, not eclipse, ellipse and size 45x 45, like so, and put it like around here, maybe, yeah, around there. And for the image, you guys can choose whatever image you want, your own image even, but I chose a football player called named Jack Grealish because why not? That's the football player that I know, and the image I just got from the internet or from my browser. So yeah, I'm just gonna put it in, copy it, but you guys can use, you guys don't need to use the same, but you can use your own image even or an image of something else. And of course, we used a drop shadow effect also for the icon, and the settings is blur 4. It's not that big of a difference from, so it's only blur 4 and darkness 25, so it looks a little bit out of the uh, background. And for the text, which is Poppin semi-bold and size 20, so I'm just gonna put it in, hi Jack Grealish, and put it like there next to the icon, and leave some space in the bottom for this text. Where do you want to go? For this text, I use Poppins also. The thickness is medium and size 15. So I'll just type it in. Where do you want to go? And change the color into the same so as before, which is 939393. And you can just, I'll just copy it like so and put it below the hi Jack Grealish text, right around there. All right. Uh, if you see over here, this is a more icon. So as if you there's a button where if you click it, it will show another tab or a pop-up of like more things that you can, more settings of the app and such. But since this is just a UI uh, design, so if you click it, of course, it won't show anything unless if you made it also with a user experience or UX, then you can add that in. But for now, we're just gonna make it as if uh, it's for something. So to make it, we'll just make three simple lines, uh, like so, and the thickness, each line is 2, so you can increase the thickness right here, and just duplicate and put it a little bit on top, like so, and then if you're done, just group it. So it's pretty simple to make. And then if you're done, put it in your frame, like somewhere around there, right? And next up, we're going to make the search bar. For this search bar, we're going to use a rectangle for the background with the width of 357 and height of 35. So you can just import it in and set to 357 and how much with it? Yeah, 35. Like so. Put it on the middle. Align it with the middle. Like so. And for the color, it's full white. So you can see the difference between the background and the search bar. And the search bar is more brighter. And as you can see over here, the edges is also rounded by 5. So you guys can change the radius by 5. So that's done for the bar at least. Now for the icon. For the icon, I made it myself, which is also pretty simple to make. First up, I make an ellipse with the size of 18x18 and I added a stroke. The stroke is 2, the thickness is 2. And then I delete or I hide the fill. So you will only see the outline or the stroke. And for this part, all I did is make a line with the pen tool, maybe this big, and then after that I just connect it with the circle like on the bottom right. Then if I'm done, make it a little bit more. Oops, no, this one. Oh, sorry. Yeah, okay, and then put it a little bit here. And if you're done, you can just group, select both and group, and change the color. The same gray, 939393. And if you're done, put the icon on the right side of the bar. Maybe align it with the icon. And if you're done, next to the icon, there's a text saying search destination here. So there's a description text on where you should search. It's telling you to search on this bar. Uh, and I'll just type it in, search desti destination here. And the color, it's the same gray as the icon. And put it right around here next to the icon. So that's done for the top part of home screen. Now we're going to make the bottom part or the tab or the menus. So this is the home menu. There's like the ticket menu, the user menu, and there's like the compass menu, I guess. And for these icons, I got it from a site called Flat Icon. But wait, Flat Icon? So yeah, for this icon, for this, so yeah, for this a bottom part, we will also make another triangle just to make it more easier, more time efficient. You guys can just select the triangle on the top and copy or duplicate selection and drag it to the bottom here. And there's a little difference. There's something a little different about it between these two rectangles. For this one, the drop shadow effect, it's actually the same, 15, 5, 25. But don't forget to select both edges and also make them rounded by 10, like so. And and yeah, don't forget to change this y to -4, not 4. So before the drop shadow or the shadow effect was here at 4, because we changed it into -4, now it will be at the top. And then just put it in on the bottom, just like so. And for the icons, I got these icons. I didn't make them by myself. There's an easy way to get good looking icons like these on a website called Flat Icon. So here in flaticon.com, you can just type it in yourself in your browser, flaticon.com. We have access to 10.3 million plus vectors, icons, and stickers. So there's icons, there's interface icons that which we'll be using, animated icons and stickers. So yeah, for the for you guys to find a good looking icons that you don't have to make by yourself, there's already a website for it, which is flaticon.com. So yeah, you can just search like a home, and then there will be many results, or you can search for user, oops, and there will be many results. This is the icon that I used for the traveling app, and you can also search for like tickets. Sorry, tick tickets. Is that how you pronounce it? Tickets, yeah. So maybe there will be. Oh, that's how you pronounce it. Tickets. See, there will be a lot of results. So you can just search any icon that you want in Fly Icon. So back to the Figma. So yeah, so that was where you guys can find good looking icons without making it by yourself, and an easy way to find good looking icons without making it by yourself. So yeah, since that you guys already know how to get those icons, so to make the video more efficient, I'll just copy these icons and to the screen that I'm making. And for the colors of these icons is grayed out, which is the same gray as before, 939393, for these three icons. But for the home icon, I change it to blue. Why? It's because as if like right now, because right now we're making the home screen. So as if you selected the home screen tab or menu, and since you selected, it changed color from gray to blue. So the color blue that I'm using exactly, the code is 0066FF. So you guys can pause and type it in yourself for your project, for your home screen, and I will add a little ellipse at the top, uh, which the size is 10 by 10, and change the same color, same as the home icon. Excuse me. Copy, paste. It's the same, and put it on top of the home icon. So just like so, and that's done for the uh, what's it called? The menu tab. And since we're done making the top and the bottom part, now we need to make the middle part. And first, we're going to make the category buttons, which are these. The category buttons, like, so since this is a traveling app, the categories are like places like mountain holiday spots, beach holiday spots, forest, and the desert. And same as before, to get these icons, I also got it from flat icon. So you guys can just search for mountain icon, beach icon, forest icon, desert icon in flaticon.com and put it in Figma, import it into Figma. And for the button, the background of the button, the size is 87.82 x 30.01 02. So to make it more quick, I'm just gonna copy it myself. Copy and paste. And the color of this the mountain button is the same. The background is the same as the home icon. And for the other three, uh, its color is white. F5, 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 and the effect is drop shadow, and the blur is 7.45, spread 0, uh, darkness 100%. But you need to change the uh, the color from black and change it into light blue, which the exact code is here, A7C9FB. Do the same for the three buttons. And on top, of course, we need to import the icons, which you can just import it by yourself from flat icon. I'm just gonna copy paste mine. And of course, the text. For the text, I use Poppins, medium, and size 11.12. So I'm just gonna type it in, mountain. And for the of course, for the mountain button, the text is going to be white, because if it's black, it won't be clear, it cannot be seen that very well. So I change it to white, same as the icon, also white. And for the beach, I'll just duplicate this text, put it here. Oh no, you cannot see the text. That's why you need to change it into black, like so, and change it the text to beach, from mountain to beach, like so. And do the same with the forest. You just duplicate, put it right there, type in forest, and the same with desert. Uh, type in desert and put it like there. And if you're wondering why the desert is a little bit cut off from the frame, it's so that it looks like it can be scrolled to the right, like scroll like this. But since it's just a UI design, if you actually scroll it, it will do nothing.